Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mancillon. I am called to come back and speak about transcendental psychology, the spiritual ascension path. It is really hard to get out of this matrix and this dark matrix. We live in a shadow matrix, and everything is created to keep us there. So, but we won't be able to ascend to completely be liberated, free until we're able to liberate ourselves from the physical vehicle. So at the time of death, we're all liberated, depending on our level of consciousness. We ascend to, we go into whatever level. But eventually, as we tune into the first source and center, we cultivate the light and the love, we will be able to illuminate our physical body, our subtle bodies, and all the bodies that exist within us. We will be able to 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 crystallize ourselves and to be free from the 3D material dark densities of the planet. Because personally, I'm being constantly challenged by internal dimensions, internal connections, but it's very personal. I'm seeking to find the peace and harmony. It's like trust rather than doubt. Very, very important. And but what is seen as challenge, if God allows words to go into quarantine and to those dark matrix, is because there is it's what creates the fastest expansion into the universe and creates the most growth. So every challenge is an opportunity to grow, to learn, to evolve, to become better, to become more of who we are. For our true self is eternal and infinite, because the source, the first source and center, is eternal and infinite, and it doesn't know how to create anything but that. Yet God, as prime creator, rules over eternity and infinity in the central universe. Then he's created hundreds of thousands of local universe that evolves through time, through the Father, Mother, and the one that's the supreme being that supervises the evolutions of the plans of the Father, Mother, gods of our universe. So it's like understanding there is in this local space that we live in, this sort of dimension, physical Earth, there is so much corruption and manipulation from the original design of the Creator. It's like the fallen angelic and negative extraterrestrials have created so much. So reversal in all that was meant to work in order to continue to control. So it is very difficult to escape the grip of the matrix. But if we constantly turn into the first source and center, the spiritual heart, which we receive through our third eye, we will be able to elevate ourselves beyond good and evil, beyond dark and light. We'll be integrating dark and light within ourselves in an harmonious way. For everything is eventually we want to move in beyond the sub-universal matrix of the 12th dimension and our consciousness quite settled in the 13th dimension, beyond the transformative changes of that sub-universe, through the vertical aspect and integrating each dimension that we achieve. First we need to achieve the fourth, fifth, sixth, seven dimensions, but each has specialized lesson. But the goal is already. We want to continue to find the goal as the point of freedom, the total realization of the unity with source. And so I'm just expressing my point of view. Everything is just point of view. Take whatever resonates with you. So there is the vertical access, the pillar of light. We want to stop the pendulum of duality. So we'll be able to navigate through the cross of matter in a conscious and voluntary way, rather than being subjected to the all kinds of alien technologies that are here to entrap us, to keep feeding fear, feeding doubts, creating difficulty. It's like the black goo. It's like really hard to escape it. It's like sometimes we are completely in the depths of despair. Even for me, I see it. It's like sometimes I go so dark, so deep, but then it's like I'm always re-emerging from the depths of darkness into the light. And it's only by tuning and aligning to God's plan and the light, so we can hope to dismantle all of the dark cabal and the Black Alliance reversal technology and black magic. For God already has the solution for all that, but it's like it's revealed step by step as we become more aware and conscious of all that. But all this dark matrix is creating a lot of pressure to stay within the old habits and old beliefs for and it is within our DNA that the transformation happens. But but it is really subjected to, we're all subjected to very a lot of pressure. Yet those energies, those technologies, those alien technologies that are suppressing the world, starting with the moon. The moon is like everything has been discharged. It's like slowly but surely it's been reconditioned to serve the light and to serve a progressive evolution. So they're less and less effective in trapping us in the lower frequency. Forgiveness is very important. We have to give forgiveness to receive it. But when we give forgiveness, there has to be an acknowledgement of a mistake and a desire, an intention to change it. Otherwise, it's like you give forgiveness and they continue to do the same thing. It's like, why bother? So there has to be an awareness, a condition. It's like if you realize a mistake, you want to correct it. It's like, but be generous in your forgiving, because we all have things to that we may not be aware of from our subconscious that we need to be forgiven for, so we can receive it as well. It's very important to use your imagination and to use intuition and imagination to activate our inner self. We may not see all our chakra system, we may not see the spiritual flame and sacred fires, but they're already there. There is already a settle. So we want to open our third eye so we can and continue to cultivate, to invoke, to practice that until it's revealed to you. So it's like the sacred flame and the balancing out of the chakras, the opening of the frontal and dorsal chakras. So it's all been revealed through the third eye, the eye of the mind, and yet there is always more than meets the eye. So it's like on the physical plane, but even on the internal process, there is always more to be revealed. It's a progressive illumination process. The light body activation, it's like it comes from the creative power, the desire to be enlightened, the desire to move into the enlightened states, as the Buddha found already. But there's also the receptive power, because as we continue to cultivate this sense of creativity, we grow and tune into the higher frequency of light. The light reveals itself. It is like something that descends from the higher self, that reveals us a higher truth. So it is very important, what we call spiritual experiences. So it is all unfolding as we continue to cultivate this sense of faith, hope, and desire. For it's like we have earthly desire and higher desire, but sometimes it's like only if we have only the desire to elevate we need to keep that very focalized into this elevation of our consciousness, yet to understand we have a global mission, we have an earthly mission, we have a planetary mission, and these missions we are personally, I'm being prepared, and I know a lot of people are being prepared for higher planetary responsibility. And I know I have a lot of allies, like world leaders. Certain are working against the light, but some are working for the light, just as celebrities. And I've been working with a lot of people on the astral plane, and very soon it's going to move into the physical plane, such as like political figures and celebrity, and many new ones will come into the picture. And then there is anonymous people that are very important to the plan of God as well. And sometimes they just come into me from on the subtle level, through my third eye. But the plan of God is far too grandiose to be asserted. It will need many avatars to be in their fully awakened state to create that change. So just be in your own power, just take care of your own self, and may the will of God be done for you, and just continue to cultivate the sense of the will of God, for the God's plan for you, and just and unified try to support all the white hats, all the ones that are into the light. When you meet, and sometimes I meet also dark at first, when I meet black hats on the astral planes, at first I wanted to strangle them or to confine them or to eliminate them, to send them back, but they still have a part of the mission. So now I'm just sending them light, and disempowering some of the plans in order to so it's like having to deal with all that is very challenging. We need to develop unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness, but lucidity as well, to know what to do, the wisdom to know what to do when confronted with whatever entities, or for on the astral plane. It's like there is so much to we meet all kinds of people, and so more and more, just pay attention to your dreams. For life is always talking to us. There is always higher. The Holy Spirit is within all being and all thing. You're always sending us information through the I Am presence. So it's like sometimes in a very linear conversation with very linear 3D people, the spirit can send you a very personal message that informs you of something very important for you to know in the moment. So pay attention to all the signs that are coming to you. Well, I hope this message was interesting. I'm going to pull a few cards, sing a song, and thank you so very much for your donations. That's really, really to tremendous help right now. Thank you for supporting the channel. And I know I'm very close to a breakthrough. So it's like, well, I'm going to pull some cards to see what the oracles of the days are. The highest wisdom is the deep knowledge, this deep knowledge of the science of immortality, all the knowledge. For there is false knowledge, false ascension, false light also. Just do not be fooled. See how they resonate with you and trust your inner self more than, so do not be in fear. Just trust, for if it is false light, your true light will tell you that it is false. They will let you go through it and then tell you it is false light, and just do not be... we have to develop the compassion, the lucidity, and the courage. Those are three things we can really rely on, the three pillars of light. What's the highest wisdom is not for you to understand. All kinds of things are negated for us right now. And this is not for us. There's better things that are coming about. We have to let go of those things that are not for us. What we need to understand is the time of the nap, to rest, to recuperate, to be in a receptive mode. What we need to do is go in circle. Wow, we have the strange cards today. Let's go in circle. We're going to go in circle as long as we have, once we master a lesson, then we can elevate ourselves. So just do not worry about it. Relax about it. If you feel like you're going in circle. And the outcome is the wind of change. There is a great deal of change that is coming from the higher planes. We've been really, there is a great deal of inspiration, a great deal of assistance from all kinds of both galactic and celestial beings that are, you can always tune to the guidance, always your higher guidance, tune to God first source and center, or whichever divinity you connected to from the heart, and but also you can tune in to archangelic frequencies or angelic frequencies or ascended masters or the Christ, the Buddha, and the goddesses, the angels, the galactics. So it's the observer of the day is the Father. For the Father is always there. It's like, but then the Father is not really the prime, the first creator, the Father of fathers. Is not is all powerful, but he will allow all the other forms of divinity to take. He will only do what no one else can do. So it's like, no, there is always this universal presence, the Spirit of God, the I Am presence is the Spirit of the Universal Father, and the interpreter for all meaning and sense and relationship, as well as your guardian angel, is always the go-between all other spirits in the universe, like very important spirits that we connected to. The highest wisdom is the Celtics. But for me, I have a soul connection that's really connected to that. And so it's just like a spirit is keep reminding me not to forget about that. It will come into alignment. And so just it's like also there is also those memories from those past lives in the Celtic realm, the Celtic time. What we need to understand is the transport, and we need to allow ourselves to be transported, to be like to stay on track, and sometimes we have to pull all the loads that we have to we are a locomotive to the process of ascension, to assume the responsibility is try to travel light. What we need to do is wisdom, to continue to cultivate wisdom, to find the wisdom, the point of balance. And the outcome will be Egypt, and to reconnect to the memories, the walls of diamante, to integrate to integrate both our memory. Once we regain all of our memory, we will be completely in our power. We'll know who we are in relationship to the evolution. For even all our memories is not really who we are. It is just an experience in time. So just continue to cultivate this sense. I know my true self lives so deep inside my heart. It's like my true self, but it's like I have to deal with all this responsibility of the physical world and all of the ups and downs of the world. It's like, eventually it's going to be fun. Right? We want it to be fun eventually. For now, we're still a bit of challenges. The highest wisdom, the observer of the day is as above, so below. What is, it's like miracle, blessings that come from above, progress. The highest wisdom is a revelation, is the burning bush. It's the lineage tree. It's information from the spirit realm that descend upon us. What we need to understand is the asylum, to be able to be at serene and in peace within ourselves, to find this point of peace within ourselves. What we need to do is to cultivate the waves of bliss, to share the love. When we feel the love, we can cultivate it, we can share it, because when love is shared, it multiplies. It's like joy, all those things, they multiply as they become shared. But we are the source of love. It's like if we feel love, it's because love is in our heart. It is, even when it comes from someone else, comes from somebody else's heart. And the outcome is biting through, cutting through. So it's very much about we need to cut out all kinds of things and so that we can free ourselves from what is left. We'll be able to know, to have the wisdom to know what needs to be what we need to keep and what we need to release, let go. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I'm going to finish with a few more oracle, and I finished with this song. It's a source. I had this one song in my mind, The Wind of Change, but it's just an affect, of very personal affect. So I pulled a song a bit by random, and it's a so beautiful song by Bob Marley it's called the Redemption Song. It goes like this. All pirates, yes, they rob I, sold I to the merchant ships, minutes before they took I from the bottomless pit. But my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I've ever had, redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery, none but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energies, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I've ever had, redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery, none but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energies, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say he's just a part of it. We got to fulfill the book. Won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I've ever had, redemption songs, redemption songs. So we send greetings to Bob Marley. We'll help him sing these songs of freedom. For it is like we do need to. Some people was like him was sent to express sorts of freedom and joy and liberation. For all his music is very much about being a prophet to the new age that is to come. Like a lot of musicians or artists in general, it's like to be in the forefront of the shift, but he knew that he wasn't going to see the full freedom during his lifetime, and he only had those songs, those redemption songs to sing. The observer of the day is complementary, to attract what is complementary to us and to be complementary to others. Personally, I feel I have this soul connection that is complementary to me, so I'm like curious and to experience that. For the highest wisdom is action, divine will in action, right? So it's like we got to act sometimes. Sometimes we need to rest and be receptive, and other times we need to act, to find the harmonious balance between to be in non-action and to act, and the connection so we don't overact and we don't overstay within the non-action, to find the balance. What we need to understand is the request, to continue to request, to ask and you shall receive. What we need to do is the mission, to align with our mission. We're already within our mission to elevate the consciousness, to purify the world, to purify ourselves, to liberate the world. And we're already in this mission, continue to cultivate this sense of cultivating the sense of sharing your truth, or do whatever action is you are called to do in order to assist the world with its liberation and to find personal fulfillment. And the outcome will be the intuition. And the intuition is very the voice of the heart, is the voice of the soul, the world of the creator. So we come integrating our intuition is very important, and to listen, to pay attention to all that has been given through our intuition. Immanuel Kant used to think that it was yes, everything was given through the intention, the intuition. And the card of the day is the Knight of Gabriel, sure of himself, enthusiastic, courageous, and charismatic. It is time to act. So confirms. You are passionate for a cause. You know exactly what to do. So follow your intuition, and your intuition will guide you, will lead you. Do not doubt your intuition. Although sometimes we're confronted with settled energies that force us to always balance it out. Just trust yourself, trust the Creator, trust whatever comes in from your soul and spirit. Well, I hope this was interesting for you. I wanted to wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.